Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. Today, what we're doing is we are doing some labs. Now, what I'm going to be showing you in this video is what I personally find to be the kind of the best spawn points, best kind of campy spots if you're wanting to kind of rat it up on labs. These are kind of the spawns, at least, or spots that I find to be most effective. You can. There's also a spawn down there, so if you spawn there, even better. And what you can actually do is, if you go up here, it should let you come up. Obviously, if you're using a long range gun, obviously you're going to want something with a bit of oomph on it. You can slowly come around here and do a peek out. Now, there is a spawn down there. Obviously, if they're going to be down there, you can just shoot away, they'll die. Simple, easy peasy. Now, because they will be coming down there from that spawn, obviously they're silhouetting like hell, so that is a good wee spot just to kind of sit on. It's quite a wee sneaky one, because if you actually, just to show you, obviously there's this wee spot here that I quite like. If you're coming in from that way, you can just kind of sit in the bushes, keep a wee eye down, very similar. So if you're running like 2-man, one can go up there, one could go down there. And one of the benefits of that spawn, and that spot primarily, so if we just run our asses down here, obviously you can't see shit unless you're really looking down. Once, if that's not been broken, you're not seeing that person, and you're only really seeing a head, so it's quite a nasty spot. Same in there. Unless you're really looking, you're really not going to see, but they're going to see you plain as day. From here, now there's a couple of, obviously 1 or 2 spots in here. If you do spawn, obviously down there, and you do make it in here and you're not shot from over there, you can come in here. Obviously you've got your normal loot spots, you've got shit like that, but we're not doing that in this video. What we're looking for is kind of spots that you can kind of just rat in. Obviously, if you jump on top of this, you can then get on top of this. Obviously, you can then just kind of keep a peek down there, light them up however you please. Obviously, if you're running a 2-man, you can have someone up here, someone behind there, behind that wall doing a peek. Kind of just depends on the location that you want them to peek from. Obviously, you can have someone in there. Now, just to kind of give you an idea, if you're coming in here, you're checking there. By that point, obviously, dead from either up there, or even possibly someone kind of back there. That's also quite a good respawn. One of the ones that I've seen that's kind of good is if you just go back here, you stay prone, you can normally get quite a nasty peek on them right there as well. So if you're like in this room and there's people running about, or if you've been shot at when you've came into this room, so you've got that wee spot there, that spot up there, this spot right here. So if you're running a 3-man, you can kind of keep that doorway locked down if anyone chooses to come in. Up there you're fine from grenades, same kind of back here. That one's it's kind of 50-50 on that. Obviously you've got these flower beds if you really wish. If you really want to get sneaky with it, you can hide behind here. And you can actually get quite a nice peek, you know, kind of go to over there. If someone's over there, you can see them. If anyone's over there, you can see them. Obviously, you can also get quite a nice wee peek. Let's just see here, if I stand up all the way. You can get a good wee peek into that part of office, kitchen there as well as a tiny bit into there. Obviously, if you are choosing to run through kitchen, there's one wee spot that I've just realised is recently pretty good. So if you're able to close all of these, if someone's over there, you know, you've been shot at, or someone's coming from down there, what you can actually do is you can just hide in here. Now this is kind of just, I wouldn't even say this is actually kind of a really good spot. It's just kind of one where have someone in the corner, have someone in that corner. If you really kind of want to go ballsy with it, you can technically use this spot. It's just a case of you're going to see them first, so you're going to want to make sure that the person is in this spot. You can actually dome them quite quickly too, and you just kind of want to stay avoiding. Now we've got this spot here, but like I said, very basic, very simple. Allows you just to kind of beam people, because most people will just run straight down here. As not a lot of people do come down here, so you can just kind of just hold this wee angle and just light them up. Just doing it yourself. If you're running a 2-stack, and it's a similar situation, you're like, we don't know what to do, have someone sit here, they can watch that staircase. You can either have someone at this forklift, watching that angle, or you can kind of just sit behind here, you can sit on top of the barrels, or you can kind of just crouch down, kind of just down it yourself. Obviously, if you're wanting black room, this one's kind of a more difficult one. Technically, if you do it the right way, can get a pretty decent angle. If you're wearing a dark enough outfit, you know, and you're down here, and you're holding this angle, let's say you've got a mate who's in black, and you're wanting to hold a good angle, this is quite a good wee spot to do it at as well. Actually, just whilst we're here, is this one doable? Obviously, kind of similar angle, but obviously it's a bit more noticeable. If you're wanting just to hold this angle, you can also do that as well. Obviously, in black, you're really limited in what you can do. In terms of defending it, let's say you're in here, a team starts pushing, you are limited in what you can do. What I've found to be beneficial, hide behind here. If you've got smoke grenades, brilliant. Throw a smoke grenade in that hall. They won't see you, but you can see out. It's for some reason with this glass, it doesn't render any smoke grenades. Don't know why. Don't ask me why. You can then also just kind of pop up. Obviously, you've got the view. You can just wipe them from that. There's not a lot of other spots that you can hide in. I've been in many situations in this room where I'm kind of like, I need somewhere good. Obviously, you do have this spot. You can crouch down if they've not got flashlights. You do have this wee spot here. It's not amazing. You're still seeable, but if you kind of just tilt yourself in a bit, you can obviously get a nice wee peek in that doorway there and shoot out of it, if you do so please. If you really want to be ballsy, you can just lie down here. It's not amazing. Same on that side there. By any means, in this part here, if you're spawning inside this room and there's a gunfight going up there, let's say you go up, you get pushed back down, you can sit right here. Now, it's a bit more of a difficult one, because it can be a bit buggy, but it does give you a really, really nice side angle on whoever's coming down. So let's say you're sitting here just waiting, laser flashlight, bang, 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 dead. The off chance you end up in that situation. Because a lot of people don't actually check a lot of these different spots. Obviously, you've got this room here. If you really want to be ballsy with it, you can hide right up at the back. Obviously, it's quite dark up here. You know, find yourself a wee desk. You know, if you're just wanting to have your mates just kind of sit all up here, you can lie right here. Obviously, like I said, very situational, but you can cover both the angles very easily. And obviously, if someone's coming in from the bottom, let's say you're sitting up there, you know, you can see their legs very clearly, but because of the way the tables are, they can't see yours. You know that. Obviously, in this spot, it's kind of a very similar situation. You've got this corner here. It can be useful. It's not ideal, but it could be useful for yourselves. Let's just see here. Does it let me get up here? I don't think this will be a spot it'll let me get up. This one is very temperamental, but you can occasionally get up there. Another good wee spot, right in this corner. I've been in it a few times. Takes you from your left. You've got clear view on the right. It's a pretty nice spawn. Also, you've got behind this door. So, let's say you're wanting to protect a certain angle. You can just camp behind this door. Very similar situation. It's just all dependent. If you're wanting to be really kind of variety style on it, you can just jump up here. Obviously, it's a very situational spot. But 9 times out of 10, no one's really going to look up here when they come in. It will offer you something. Obviously, you've got this room here. It ultimately depends. You can hide behind that if you want. You can try to get up on top of this. Hide behind it. You know, keep an angle on it. While someone's over here. This is actually kind of one of my more favourite ones. Let's see about let me lie down. You can just lie prone in here. Hold that door. You're protected to your left. Let's say you're running a 2-man. Someone holds it back, and you hold at the front. There's no much speciality to that one. The garage. Now, most people will know about this, but you can just run to the back, hide behind a car. You know, you can get an angle up there. You can get a quite nice view up there. You're in the shadows. So you can just light shots off. Most people, from what I've seen, will not come this far back. Which is a really good thing. So let's say you're wanting to break the timer down, you can hide behind that car prone. hide behind these prone, and also this car prone as well. And you also get a fairly okay shots into there. If this isn't openable, even better. You're in an absolute Gucci position, but it's still a risk at the same time. But most people won't actually look down there, so it's a very beneficial spot. Most people will kind of come to like these cars and then they'll fuck off. So now we reached the fun part. Now I figured out this spot recently due to a match I played in this map on Labs, and it's a very nice spot, and it's very simply underneath the staircase. Now, first of all, you've got the plant protecting you, and you've got a nice wee view right there on that staircase, as well as a little bit of that up rafter. So let's say you know someone's over there, but you don't want to stay up there. You can just sneakily get down here, hide right behind this. You know, you're covered by trees. Plants, basically. So most people won't actually know you're back there. Very similar situation over here. Just hide underneath the staircase. Exact same situation. You've got a plant in front of you. You can kind of get the head peaks. You can see the stairs as well. One of the good things with that spot is, unless you're quite literally running through here, you can't see them. Coming up here, they'll see you. You won't see them, especially if they are thrown the right way. So, unless you're proper hardcore aiming for them, you're not going to notice that they're actually sitting there. Once you're up here, you might notice them, but it all depends how they're pushing into that plant. Now we reach one of the more hardcore spots of the map, where if you're getting pushed in here, you're really struggling for slots. You're really struggling for somewhere to hide. One of the good ones, right up here. Just hide up here. Don't move. Wait for them to push in. Best thing to do is kind of just sit silent, so that when you're turning, you're not making that load of footsteps. And you can normally get quite a good couple of kills out of that as well. Around here, I mean, you've really just got just on top of this beanbag. It's a dark enough corner, and you have a quite good deep peaks there. So it can work, but like I said, very situational spot. Don't actually know if this one's still doable. I know occasionally it can work, but it all just kind of depends on how high you get. If you really want to go ballsy, you can try stand up here or go prone up here. It's ultimately kind of down to yourself on what your playstyle is with those situations. I can't obviously say how that would play out for you in regards to that. That's for that office. Around here, obviously, it's very open. You're not going to have a lot of opportunities to do much in terms of protecting yourself. So in here, it's mainly glass. That's kind of like the main gist of this room. It's kind of just a glass room. So what you can do, if you're willing to risk it, you can hide behind here. You've got an angle down there and a bit of an angle there. Obviously, like I said, there's not a lot in this room in terms of protections. I don't know if you can still get up on top of this one. I know at one point you could. Let's see. Can you? No, you can't get up on it anymore. Also, very similar situation to the last room. Let's see. Will this one work for me today? Oh. This one can be the most finicky. In regards to obviously when you're trying to do it. But eventually, I'm just wanting to show you just to show you that it is doable. Just in case you just think I'm talking poopy. You just can hide right here, right in between this. Wherever you want to stand prone, standing up, prone, kind of whatever way you want to be in it, you can chill up here. And it will be quite hard for them to notice you, but you can still see relatively okay. Same with that one there. I prefer this one, a bit darker, a bit nicer, so you can have a bit of fun. I don't know if this one still works. I know at one point I did get on this, but I don't know if I'm still going to be able to get on it. Some of them you do need to kind of like just spam the hell out the jump button. So like if you really wanted to, you could sit up here. You know, it is a bit of an open one, but it's a very similar situation. You've got angles, you're in the darkness. If you're wearing a dark outfit and you know you're confident in your playstyle, very, very doable spot. Oh, actually, there's a good spot in here. So you can hide behind that. If you go crouched, you can actually hide really well behind that. I just actually want to quickly check something. No, can't do that. So in here, very similar situation. I don't know if it will let me climb up on it. I don't even know if I've got enough. Okay, so that one does technically work. Just give me a wee second here to get my stamina back. Now that one is a bit difficult because you do need to jump and kind of hook onto this. But to then obviously let you hook onto that, it's a bit more of a... There you go, boom. So obviously you've got this spot as well. If you really want to get ballsy with it, you can sit right here. Obviously, you've got the peak to the left, but you've also got the nice, beautiful head glitch. And if you close that door, they've not opened up that bit, you know, you've got a really good spot on your hands here. Now, sadly, this bit you can only crouch on, but this bit you can stand on. So technically you can have someone in front of you, someone there. So you can hold this spot pretty well. Ultimately dependent on the situation, like I said. But it is a good spot. You know, if you're coming in here, you're rushing in, you're instantly going to the drawers. But by that point, you know what I mean? Bang, bang, you're kind of dead. You're not really going, anybody in here? Even then, if you're doing that, they're normally checking down low. They're not actually checking up top in regards to that. So, quite a good spot. Obviously, like I said, very, very situational. Obviously, there is... Oh, let's see if it'll work. Oh, damn it. Now, this spot is not one I've seen get used a lot off of players. I don't think I've actually seen anyone use it. I've maybe even used it once or twice. It's not one I have actually used a lot of. If you're wanting somewhere nice and dark, and I mean nice and dark, just to kind of have a wee nosy in there, obviously you can. So let's say you have your mate up there, right? You can just sit in here and just wait, and just be a rat with it. Obviously no one can come up behind you that easily, and no one can really come in quite easily either. So it's a good spot, but like I said, it's a very situational spot. I think you can actually jump on top of that as well. Let me just try that then now. Yeah. So if you really want to play it naughty, you can just kind of sit up here. Obviously you're protected from a bit there. You can hide up here. If you really want to go the crazy route, you could try parkour it. It's ultimately down to yourselves and what you try with that. Obviously some other wee spots that are not a lot of people even bother to check, primarily because who the fuck is going to go up here in labs? Obviously you've got spots like these. You're very high up, very unnoticeable for anyone on the down low, and if you're playing it sneakily, you know, it's going to be very hard for them to get you. So you can utilise these spots very well if you're on the rat strat type of movement. A lot of people will come through these spots. Obviously you've got this spot as well that gives you a really nice peek into there. I don't know how far down it will go, but let's say you're wanting to try to get long shots in, for example, and you just want to get a couple of nice wee dirty taps. You've got a view right down to there. Don't know where the fuck that's meant to be leading to, but you can get quite a couple of good spots there. And it's easy enough to get out of. You've got a runaway spot right there. So it is a good spot. Over here, obviously a very similar situation. If you can get on top of these, you can get on top of this. You can walk all the way over here, let yourself drop down, and now you've got an even better kind of spawn check just to light people up who are going to come this way. Obviously if you've got two people here, one in the, let's say you're running a 3-man, one inside, one in that container, one right here, you've kind of got all your important areas covered. Also, very easy to get into. Obviously you've got this wee spot, simple, but not really effective. You're not really going to do much in a spot like that. Well, I'm just going to quickly show you the ones to offer. So let's say you spawn in this staircase, which is a spawn that does happen. I've had it a few times. You can either run into that bathroom. No one will go in that bathroom unless they are cheating. Because nobody uses it. Obviously, you've got all these rooms. These are just kind of really basic spots. You know, there's nothing really fancy about them. There's no real advantage to them, in my opinion. So you can technically use it whichever way you like. My favourite spot out of all is if you end up in a situation, people are in office, someone's behind you, you don't want to run down that way, you don't want to run down that way. What you can do is just sit right here. Keep an eye there. You've got protection here from a bin, and of all things, in a bin now. And if someone's coming round here, apologies, for my thing, that's the only spot they're going to see you at, from my experience. And even then, they're more looking this way, they're looking down there, they're not checking but what's behind a fucking bin. Now. So, since we've got 4 minutes left, we'll treat this as a panic. So technically you can hide right behind here. Camp them coming down. Very sneaky spot, very useful. But this bit's just going to be quite quickly, just to kind of show you some spots here. So obviously you've got this dark corner. You can aim out in there, but it's going to be difficult for them to see you. Obviously you've got round here as well. You know, you can hide behind these wee bits, you can hide right there. I mean, there's not very much down in that bit, but it's a good wee spot if you like you're sitting with an impact grenade and you don't want to really be seen. Sadly, you can't get behind that, otherwise there'd be some more nasty spots. Obviously, you've got like wee bits like this. Sit in the corner, with impacts, whatever. In here, have someone sitting down there, have someone right in there behind there, and then have someone watching that door. If you're going solo, you can kind of use whichever spot you like. It's just down to yourself. Obviously, there's not really much right here. I mean, you've got that corner, if you're wanting to camp in there. It is a spot, very useful. Let's just go turn this power on. Obviously, you can hide in here. You know, you could sit behind this. This is one that I'm starting to see happen quite a lot, and I've tried it myself, and it does work. You know, if you're just wanting to camp it, sit here, have someone watching this side. Watching this side. When they snap their legs, shoot them. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, as we say. Over here, just so you can, I don't know if you can actually still get into this one. Oh, you can. So obviously over here, just go prone. Get yourself to a position that you're comfortable in. Whether that's facing this way or you're just wanting to face this way. You know, not a lot of people are actually going to check this, so it's going to run right into there. In here, not really a lot you can utilise. I mean, you can sit behind these bits. You can try to, you know, wiggle about into here, find a bit of a better spot. It is doable. If you're really wanting to kind of go ballsy, sit on top of this. And just wait for them to come down, basically. So it's a good wee spot. But that is kind of the best spots that I've found and used on labs. If you found this video useful, drop a like. If there's any other obviously spots that you think are useful or you think will be fun, drop it in the comments. This will be the first of many kind of videos I'll do in Tarkov in terms of kind of that spots. In regards to this, so there's quite a lot in labs. I hope you find some of them useful to get yourself some free fucking loot. If you're just going in with like a pistol run or you're just kind of wanting to be a rat, those are the spots you can utilise to your advantage. But aside from that, I do hope you have enjoyed the video. Hope you have hopefully learned something from it. If obviously, like I said, if there's any other spots that you want me to check out or that you think would be quite cool, drop it in the comment section. If you found this video useful, drop a like. And if you find listening to me quite entertaining, why not subscribe? But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, hope you have a great day. And enjoy ratting for those Cheez-Its. And just maybe, stank that might just watch this video.